Looking for answers about extraterrestrials or maybe the true meaning of life? Then you have come to the right place. Welcome to the Ivan Teller online broadcast. Please subscribe to this YouTube channel. And for more details, please visit ivanteller.com and learn more about your galactic families.
Hello, greetings. Thank you for joining us for tonight's channeling. That's 30 minutes late or 15 minutes late. Had an issue with Google. YouTube wasn't YouTube wasn't loading. I tried another account that wasn't loading either. So anyway, so hopefully this is recording now. All right, so we get started. So thank you guys for being here, and here we go. Might skip the message part because we had such a late start, so we get things moving a little bit. I had to rearrange stuff around here. So, all right, here we go. Greetings, I'm Gabriel. As for the event tonight, remember, everything happens for a reason, even if you're not aware of its purpose. You will eventually. Sometimes you're late, sometimes you're early, sometimes you don't show up. It all has a reason behind it. And in this case, there is a lot of activity going on at this time. More than usual, let's put it that way. So basically, for your awareness to be ready for change, you can say. Not to say this incident of tardiness has anything to do with that, but there are many changes on the way. So, for our message to you, though, yes, the landscape of your planet, at least by the vibrations, are going to shift in a way where you will feel days of more awakened, more closed down, more awakened, more closed down. For the reason being of vortexes are opening and closing also that you're involved with. Some of you might feel more negativity. There's different reasons for that. Some of it has to do with your activities that are going on in your astral state. A lot has to do with clearing negativities, and you just have not cleared yourself. You've assisted others. There's many reasons behind that. So blessings. Blessings. I'm Nathaniel. Blessings. From the Tall Blond Nordics. With the Galactic Federation, we are a part of many federations at this time. As you are also, there are times of some of you put time for different federations in your actual state of who to I wouldn't say assist, but to share your energies with, basically. Yes, at this time, your Washington, D.C. is going through a purge, as you see. A lot of the dark does not want those in charge anymore. They want to be in charge themselves. Again, more light, but also more of a controlled hypnosis on your planet. But at this time, where it needs to be. And it will get stronger. Right now, yes, there is weakness going on near Washington, but there's also strength coming in. It's just taking some time. But as for respect, it's unlikely anytime soon. But there's a lot going on with your oceans also. If you connect to those energies, you'll see many vortexes opening up recently. As for many beings are coming and going more than usual recently. It has to do with your ascension process, of course, but also many are here awakening in their own way, allowing themselves to see more of the goings on in your fourth dimension, which is helping greatly for those that are not ready for it. So you say, as you prepare yourself to be a teacher, but you're also assisting the Earth's energies. Even those that aren't aware are assisting, of course, in their own way. Through the negativity, but they're still assisting in their own way. But of course, they close down. They're awakened. You have a nice conversation with them in astral, and then they come back here, and it's like they're another person. And it's very difficult build relationships that way. Either way, right now, yes, there is a lot going on in the galactic community, but either way, I'm here to bring assistance for your questions, if that is okay. Whenever you are ready.
Hello, Nathaniel.
Yes.
First up is Daria, please.
Yes, greetings.
Hey, Nathaniel.
Greetings.
Greetings. Thank you for coming. Do you have anything for me at this moment?
Well, recently, we see you playing ping pong or ping ball in astral, but the balls are very big, though. And sometimes you tie beings to it.
Okay, that's me. I was like, what?
Yes.
Am I playing ping pong? Okay, so that's more me. Okay.
Well, it's ping pong, and there's another one that's other way. But also, you're clearing a lot of lower dragon energies in the astral's plane. There's a lot of lower dimensional dragon energies that's used for mind control. There are certain dragons that are just excellent at mind control, and you're bringing much positive assistance to that from what I'm seeing.
Nice.
It's like that's what they're created for, basically. Yeah. You would see them in your entertainment business if you're wondering. They just concentrate, and it just sends out a lot of negative vibrations. That's how they operate.
Yeah, I've been talking a lot about that lately. So, but do you have anything else that could be in your
Yes.
life? Yeah.
Well, yes, there's a giant rabbit.
Okay.
A very large rabbit that you seem to be riding around in astral also.
Never stops, does it? Okay.
Well, yeah, you just giddy up everyone, and you show up with your giant rabbit to when you feel like you're needed to be seen. when others seem to need your assistance or need some attention. Even some of these group you have showed up to that you know well. They show up with a giant rabbit, basically, riding your giant rabbit. Yes. Usually, your rabbits usually are on hind legs, just hopping around, but they do hop like you normally do. But anyway, just to give you an idea.
Yeah, and I'm not naked, just for clarity.
That's that. No, Barbarella. Is it Barbarella?
Okay. Yeah, Barbarella.
Yeah, that's mostly that's how you're dressed at times. Sometimes.
Okay.
Something along those lines.
Cool. Thank you so much.
And your rabbit does do a lot of trance with their eyes.
Yeah, I know that. They
hypnotic.
Have. Yeah.
Just so you know.
And telepathic. Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. Enjoy it. Thank you.
Okay, next up is Humberto.
Greetings.
Oh, hello there.
Yes, hello there.
Okay, so my first question is there any special reason why the whole Art of Living campus where I live now was built where it is now? Like a big vortex, portal, or hidden temple or something?
Yes, there's a giant vortex there. And those that built it were summoned to do so. It was a healing, but also it's excellent for healing. It's like building on springs, but say you built it on a vortex. And also, many teachers it would also be a way to attract teachers to it also. And it has a protection energy around it. So.
Oh, what did you mean by springs?
Well, it is like a spring.
Like a spring? Like a metal spring, you mean?
It's like a springs, like water springs, ocean.
Oh, I see what you mean. Sort of like waterfalls. Okay.
Yes.
And my second question is, there was a purple Egyptian that a partner of mine saw in my eyes when we were doing a staring exercise in this art Awakening the Illuminated Heart workshop that I was in. I wanted to know what this purple Egyptian was, or I think he was in a past life of mine, but.
Well, it's a sign of good times also, of luck, of things changing, but also of a connection, a new connection, a past life connection, but also that you and this person, from what I see, have known each other in that lifetime.
You mean the person I was doing the exercise with?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
That's why that appeared.
Did you say it was a lifetime?
Yes.
That you saw? Oh, it was. Okay, thank you.
Yes.
Blessings. Good night.
Sorry. Okay, next up is Michelle.
Greetings.
Yes.
I have to make a really important decision tomorrow, and it's important to me.
Yes.
And I've been really kind of blocked.
Mm-hmm.
So I was wondering if I could get some maybe a practical way to really tap into my heart to find out my heart's knowing the answer of the decision I need to make tomorrow. Like, if you would recommend a way.
Well, part of that is I see both decisions are almost equal in some ways, what I'm seeing. So that's what makes it kind of difficult to which one to choose. At least it's like vibrationally, at least. I do not know what it is, but as for making this connection, one moment is to clear your mind, go into a meditate, or just clear out, use the angels to clear your vibrations, and visualize both your choices and what one is the biggest, what one feels the most right to you, what one that comes to you, basically, what one speaks to you the most, if that makes sense.
Well, I can either only make one or just default and do nothing.
You can do that. You can do that also. At least what I am seeing, both of them are okay no matter which one you do, but doing neither is fine also.
All right.
That might be the best way.
Thank you. I would like to know about what is happening in Astral with my message on Tuesday was that there was some stuff going from Archangel Michael. So he mentioned something about things going on in Astral with me. And I would like to hear a message from him about what that is more specifically.
Well, what was going on, I believe, has been cleared because you became known to it and removed it. So I believe now you are on the right path you wish to be on. And this decision also that's coming up is kind of remnants of that interference. So I mean that he said tomorrow you'll be making this decision. I believe when you get some rest, wake up in the morning, you will have the answer with you very strongly. Either it's this or that one or none of them at all. So this control was part of, it was also, yes, falsifying decision making. I just feel that you will make the right decision tomorrow when the time comes.
Great. Thank you.
Blessings.
Blessings.
Okay, I believe next up is me. So,
Oh,
Peter, do you have any questions for me? Sorry, do you have any messages for me?
messages. Well, yes, you're going through a body cleanse. This is excellent to you. I also see many angels appearing to you, showing their wings. The reason they're showing your wings is showing good luck, but also that you can earn these wings also. Not to say you can not have them at all right now, but it's like they are transferring some of their power to you in some cases from what I see, as for bringing assistance to the third density world. So you'll feel, I think you already feel kind of angelic already. So you'll start, and this is part of your mission here, basically, is to feel more angel-like. Doesn't that feel that way? You're like a humanoid angel at sometimes while you're receiving this, while you're receiving that. That has a lot to do with it.
Yeah, I feel like I have a lot of love inside now.
Yes.
Like, coming out.
And what you're going through right now is helping you have more clearance to this connection. So if you start feeling more angelic, that is why they're transferring their energy to you.
Thank you very much. I'll just, if there's any being that wants to give me a message that hasn't, I guess.
Well, interesting enough, also there's a reptilian being that says they lost their wings, but they had it for negativity. But that is good because you're helping. I believe you're already aware of this. Yes, becoming more positive. I think you already know who I'm speaking of, because those wings of negativity, okay. And also this one was actually lowering energies of angels, so people can't connect to their angels. So I think you know that also. He was very, I wouldn't call him, he just grabbing onto individuals and lowering their vibration, lowering their connection to their guides. But that has changed. So.
Is that the one calling me his friend?
Yes.
My friend.
Yes.
Is that?
So that one was.
That makes a lot of sense.
And you can connect to that energy, kind of seeing what he has been up to. That's up to you. You don't have to. But it'd be kind of interesting to see how they operate and then share that knowledge with others. That's up to you, though, if you wish. If you want to have a conversation with me, it'll help others. It truly will. Because the symptoms they're going through, you will be able to, it's like, why am I feeling like this? I have loss of memory and I feel very negative right now. And this one can probably explain a lot of that. You know.
Thank you. It's quite interesting.
Yes.
So next up is Miguel.
Hello, Nathaniel.
Oh, greetings.
Can you hear me well?
Yes.
Thank you for answering our questions.
Yes, thank you.
My first question is about the Enochian language and magic.
Yes.
Was this given to John D by the angels, and is it safe for me to practice this type of magic?
Yes, it's fine. As long as you have protection around you, a light protection, because some beings might come in and try to keep you away from. You might feel it is fine for you, but there might be some beings coming in trying to say, like, what are you doing with all this? It's like, just trying to keep you away from it. I believe it'll be fine.
Thank you for that.
I said that as a possibility. It's not 100% on that, but it's a possibility.
Okay. And do you have any messages for me?
But just continue on your path. You are awakening many. You might not, well, I believe you are. You might not see in your third density environment, but you are in astral state. You're also going through a lot of angelic wars right now, but not the ones that you would call it in a third density vibration, but they do call it angelic wars because it is very, it's many tests within your angelic self right now. But also you're doing this also so you can connect more with spirit and help you understand it also. So a lot of this is like this battle that's going on. It's also there to awaken you up more also when the time is right. And most likely you'll start to feel a download for this, maybe sooner than later. And also where you are living, it seems also that was obviously done on purpose as everyone, but yours, yes, even the geography of where you are, it's just you can send your vibrations out from that area. And it's all done on purpose. Not to say everyone else, some in your work, it has your location has a lot to do with your astral work, basically. That's what I'm saying. That's the message. It's time.
Thank you, Nathaniel.
Yes.
Blessings.
Blessings.
Sorry, my computer wouldn't let me click the mic. Next up is Mary.
Hello, Nathaniel.
Greetings.
My first question is, are there any messages for me?
Well, yes, you're receiving a lot of confidence of your direction. I believe some of this has already been said as your angelic connections are getting stronger. I believe also your family is feeling it from what I'm seeing. At least from my perspective, they are feeling it. They're not quite understanding it, but they are feeling it. They feel a change in you also, and that's also changing their perception also. You don't have to say anything or do anything, just be yourself. Either way, your vibration sends out to them and changes their ways. At least helps them remove negativity. And not all cases, but it is bringing much assistance. Because many are not really ready to hear all of this from what I'm seeing. But just by being you is causing an effect. And it's also going to them and their friends also from what I'm seeing. That is the message at this time.
Oh, wow, great. Question number 2 is, if someone is spiritually awake, how are they, and yet are able to function here on Earth just fine without any, polarities? They're just focused on being successful here on Earth. Does that take away from their spirituality, or is it just something that they know how to better balance than others?
In some ways it does. They put a lot of material energies in front of what they're doing. Some of them use their spiritual work to bring in materialism. It does cut them off to their complete awareness of what is going on. Yes, it can. Because you have to focus on one course to feed yourself and things of that sort. So it is easily to block yourself from fully awakening. You're awake, but not fully awake.
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
That's
Okay, next up is CC33. Question 1. What messages does Hayden have from his star family?
Yes, he's been through many ups and downs. There is a lot of Zeta energy around him, and he is Zeta. They also show him as a blue Zeta. He had one incarnation as one of royalty, a leader. And being in this world is showing that leadership by taking on this type of lifetime of these challenges. And he's taking it in a unique way, but he is another reason for this situation that he's in is so he can connect more with the astral state. So he's not really functioning in the third density as most do, but that is a reason so he can keep a big part of himself in the astral world, because that's where much of his activity is at this time. That is the message.
Okay, so CC33 wants to know, does my higher self have any messages for me?
Yes, there is a lot of feline activity around you at this time. 1 minute. Feline Nordic, meaning they look like felines, but they're very Nordic-like as for their skin color. So they're not fully covered in fur. They do have feline features, but not as much as a regular feline would. Basically, humanoid with a slight feline features that you see in some of your animations on your planet to give you more of an idea. But at this time, you are with this group. They don't really have a name. It doesn't really important. At this time, you can always pick up a name from them. It doesn't really matter. But you are with this group at this time. I believe you are in Orion at this time, clearing a lot of negativities that's blocking this Earth from ascension. There is a lot of layers of negativity in Orion, because Orion does hold this Earth in some ways as an energy field to keep it balanced. And many beings are doing what they can to bring negativity here from Orion. Of course, there's much positive coming, but there's a lot of negative. And realize when you open up these negativity pockets and bring more light in, you will see your society change into a new direction. So I'll leave you with that. There's more, but that's enough. Blessings.
Okay, next up is Daniel.
Hello, Nathaniel.
Yes, greetings.
Greetings. Thanks for being here. My first question involves a species that's connected to the Galactic Federation of Light that hasn't really been talked about before. I was made aware of it some time ago. The name is they call themselves the Krendel. And I want to know just if you could give a general overview for all of us, like who they are, things like that, what they do, etc., and so forth.
Have they said anything to you about themselves at all?
I felt them give me a little bit of some downloads about like where they originally come from, some galaxy many parsecs away from ours, and that I was a part of their collective at some point, things like that. But anything about like what they do with this Galactic Federation of Light, I'm not entirely sure. I feel like they want to be mentioned here publicly.
Well, what I connect to at this time is they are shape-shifting reptilian beings, highly advanced, 6th density. They don't have negativity like the ones on your planet, from what I'm seeing. Some of them do have a red diamond in their forehead. It's in different shapes. Sometimes it's a circle, sometimes it's in diamond shape. It is for that. This is how they connect. At least that's what I am seeing from their collective. There are others that are very humanoid, and they are part of the political state of mind of different worlds. But usually they're pretty quiet. But they do show up when they feel that their presence is needed, at least for a message at least. So they do appear out of nowhere sometimes on different planet realms. But for the most part, I believe they are quiet. They are assisting through channelings. As for connecting to you, your connection to them is very strong at this time. And also seem to be assisting you in opening up your yourself, your abilities. They do say you have been through enough, and a lot will be shifting, changing with you soon. Of course, you probably heard that, but at least that's coming from them. There's going to be a different type of energy around you. And even the beings around you might feel that have changed slightly because your energy field is shifting from what I'm saying.
Awesome.
Thank
you so much.
Yes, that is a short review. Yes.
Thank you.
Welcome.
My second question, this might take a little bit of explaining, but I was at the tail end of a long dream that I had, and where I was trying to fly somewhere, but the MIB were trying to pulling me down for different reasons. And so I was like, all right, well, I'm going to go somewhere. I want to fly still. I want to fly, so I'm going to like shift myself somewhere else. Just shift through dimensions, just with sheer intent, not what I normally do. And as soon as I put that thought out there, okay, I want to be somewhere like a flatlands, a flat plane, somewhere like that. I felt the idea of my intention being taken and then distorted. Like, you know how, like in our fiction, a genie like grants a wish, but in a way that's very distorted?
Yes.
It was kind of like that idea. I know the Anunnaki have taken my intention and just kind of erased them or nullified them, whatever, but this felt different. It was like, oh, you want a flat plan? So, all right. And then I felt soon after like this whole wave of destruction just come from the clouds somewhere, and it was just like very strange. I wanted to know, where did that come from? Where did that idea come from? Like that whole thing about my intention being distorted, and if that was really caused by me or whatever.
No, that was a reptilian interference. Lower vibration reptilians are also, they're trying to bring you into their dimension that was very shattered, you could say, what you were picking up on. So they're really putting their effects on you to keep you, it's also to keep you at a low vibration. It's their way of keeping you under their control. So they're just trying to, it's like bringing candy to a baby, you know, just trying to lure them to a direction is kind of what they're doing to you, from what I am seeing at least. So they're trying to lure you into one of their dimensions, from what I'm seeing. I don't believe that happened.
So, yeah, it was. I feel like it was close to happening, but it didn't.
Yes, they were getting close, but it was also for you. A part of you wanted to see what they were up to. So it does seem like some part of you was letting that go, so you can see what they've been up to here. Kind of like just to not exactly go into their world, but kind of fly by. So you had a lot of data was downloaded from that of what they're doing on this world, from what I'm saying.
I see. So it's not like they're in my waking life taking my intentions and distorting them, right?
I didn't see that.
All right, because I felt that idea coming through actually more than once in my waking life.
Well, they're trying to. I believe, yes, it's more the Anunnaki that's doing this with you. Sometimes it is a reptilian, but they're not as successful as Anunnaki. Anunnaki is a bit stronger.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Okay. Next up, we have Terrence.
Greetings.
Greetings.
So I've been told I've been opening up vortexes. Can you tell me like how am I opening up these vortexes?
Well, I see your energies around Egypt mostly recently. There's a lot of low vibrations going on there at this time, at least in your astral state. So right now, well, you're doing it with your mind, basically. Your third density is not fully connecting to it right now. You say like your astral state, yes, because over in Egypt is a feline area, you could say, of the Lyrans. And your energy there is very strong at this time. You're bringing much assistance to the feline ETs there. And other beings, of course. But there's just a lot of new energies being brought into that area, from what I'm seeing. Hopefully that was helpful.
Thank you. My second question is, do I have any messages from my Lyran family?
Yes, they do say the next couple of nights might be a little bit, you'll sleep well, but also they say there's going to be a lot of changes going on vibrationally for you, so you might not feel a whole lot. You might, but it might not. They do say the vortexes that you're opening up, you become more clear of what is going on. These vortexes in Egypt are connecting to other Egyptian worlds, basically. Whether this is not just on your world; it's on other planets. They're bringing a lot of information from those places to this one to re-educate of the past. A lot of it's not going to be opened up now, but a lot of the histories of the Earth have been lost, as you are aware, but also bringing there's a lot of assistance to bring as for memories coming back to humans. They're not saying exactly how they're doing it, but it is you can say they're bringing libraries into Egypt, basically. They're already there. There are some, but there's more coming in. And this is for future generations to connect to. That is what they're saying at this time.
Thank you.
Okay, next up is Stephen.
Greetings. Does it not seem to be there?
Yeah, so we'll move on to Lucy.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hi, Nathaniel. What are my Orion connections? And yeah, what are my Orion connections?
I connect to I see more amphibian frog beings. The planet of the frogs, I see a lot of that. And they're travelers also. They travel the universe. So I see a lot of that. I believe you're having insectoid, but mostly I'm seeing the amphibian there. Of course, you have a lot of Nordic incarnations there also. As an enchantress, I'm not sure if that's the right word for it, but it's close enough. One that is of royalty. You've had lifetimes like that.
Okay.
On Orion worlds. They're very humanoid worlds, but they have some amphibians, some a little bit of everybody. Yeah.
So I'm was like a frog that lured people to kiss them so I'd become a queen or a king. Never mind.
Something like that.
Just a bad joke. Sorry. I guess my second would be any special messages from my guys or the angelics or anyone in the ends.
Well, your guides say to connect to your Valentine. They say Valentine, yourself. Just show love to yourself, which you already are. That love is vibrating to others. Wondering about just be yourself, basically. Just be yourself, and you'll be opening your doors will be opening. Just be yourself, basically. Because sometimes you want to be yourself from another lifetime. You're already going through that.
Yes.
And sometimes you have 3 or 4 lifetimes you want to go through. But right now, the main message is to be yourself here, and just to get used to being human. Still getting used to that. At least in this dimension, a 3rd dimensional human. So, whatever it is. Yes, go ahead, please.
I'm getting better.
Yes.
I've been applying grounding very much.
Well, you'd be surprised. The more you accept the 3rd density environment, you'd be surprised how you open up more also to the 4th density. Because instead of you're rejecting 3rd density, rejecting being humans, like usually I'm used to having 3 fingers instead of 5, things of that sort, or usually having 1 eye, now I got 2. So when you more just, in love with being human, it does help you actually open up more. At least that's what your guys are saying.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Yes.
And blessings.
Yes.
Okay, we're going to try Stephen again one more time.
Hello? Hello?
Yes. Greetings.
Hello, greetings.
Yes.
Much love. I was just wondering, I keep getting this vision I mean, I watch a lot of, just an observation mode, is some violence and just all the stuff, the manipulation, negative energies. But I keep getting this vision that very soon, people, once the vibration is high or certain grid lines are activated or certain energies are activated, that everybody will have like an aura force field protection around them where any harm that comes to them or any negative energies will no longer be able to penetrate or affect them because they have like an aura force field around them. So if any harm comes to them or anything, they will be protected and no longer interfered with from their free will and their ability to create the life that they want. I was wondering if you could share any information on these energies being activated.
Well, yes, that is actually going on with many beings at this time. As for your Earth Collective, it's a possibility. Right now, what you are seeing from what I am seeing, you are connected to other Earth realities that have already accomplished this. And you're bringing that vibration here. So I believe you're bringing that here with you. So you are starting to spread that here. So, yes, I believe so. The numbers will be small, but then that will increase over time. People have to accept it. Some are rejecting it. So, but they have to learn from it. That's part of the awakening process. But yes, that is happening at this time. Yes. Thank you.
Sweet. Yeah, it's definitely time. And I was just wondering if I could have any messages from my galactic family or just anything in general right now that's most important at this time to me. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yes, you're welcome. 1 minute. Yeah, you as others are assisting Orion at this time, from what I'm seeing. Because Orion right now is going through many openings are happening there for this Earth to breathe more, for the ascension to speed itself up, at least to allow humans to make the choice of it. Right now, there's many blockages. So many of you are part of it. Also, it will go into entertainment. Also, it will go into many different things. So you might start just feeling differently because you're in your astral state is assisting Orion to assist humans in a more positive way. It is time to awaken. So you will see little things here and there. This will be some time for it to go into entertainment and other media. You will see it in the media because that is where many people connect with. That is part of the ascension process. It does go through film, and it's already happening, as you can see. And sometimes you feel like you're connected to a certain film that is very alien, that some people are like, oh, that's just for kids, but you connect to it very strongly. Most likely you are a part of that creation. So it's like you're bringing that here. So I believe more is on the way. Blessings.
Sweet, like Transformers. Thank you so much.
Yes, exactly. Blessings.
Okay. Next up, we have Mark.
Hi.
Yes.
You hear me well?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, cool. First thing is any message from one of my guides.
Well, some reason it's saying stay away from onions.
From what?
From onions.
Onion? Okay.
Moment. That is symbolism, what they're saying. That's cryptic. So, that is very cryptic. One moment. From what they are going into is some beings that are around you are they look nice on the outside, but very soury, kind of onion-like. The taste isn't always for everyone. So what they're saying is that the beings that you are bringing into this environment that you're assisting is not for everyone, and you are warning that you feel like, okay, these beings are friendly, everybody should like them. That's not always the case. So you're warning that they say in your astral state right now. Not to say you have not learned that before, but you're bringing in beings that are. A moment. But they say they are like a positive Anunnaki. It's another group of Anunnaki. And it's not for everybody. Some are scared of them. So it's a branch. There's many different types of Anunnaki, but this one is not known to be of world domination.
I presently connect to this group. Is that what you mean?
Yes.
Okay. And second thing is, any close entity have message to?
Yes, there is an insectoid race around you at this time. Now, well, they show them making eggs. Basically, it's vortexes around the Earth that you are involved with. I've seen you mostly in the Middle East at this time. But this thing, basically, these are. One moment. They're ant species, but also I am seeing a rat species also. Not many people are big on the rats, but there are many positive rats that you're connecting to at this time.
Okay.
There's a lot of rat energies in your Middle East. That kind of makes sense if you connect to it.
Okay.
It does make sense.
Thanks.
Blessings.
Okay, next up is Gina, and I have her questions. Okay, she's feeling very exhausted of all the struggling. She's wanting help, so she wants to ask herself if her higher self has anything she wants to tell me about how I'm doing.
Well, yes, there are lower vibrational beings around her at this time. They're very angry at her at this moment because she is what her work she is doing. She's also moving up within the angels very strongly at this moment, and many of the beings that used to lower her vibration is not going as well. They feel like they have a family connection to her also. It's like, you are a family. How could you do this to us? And they're like very gray, lower vibrational angels actually that are causing a lot of this. But she is more with the light at this time. So she's going through a family crisis in some cases. That is why she's feeling the way she is. She will be able to clear it. When she hears this, I believe it'll help her understand it more. Blessings.
Awesome. And second question, does anyone have any message that is important to her in the now? So a different message.
Right now, she is connecting to many crystal beings in Agartha at this time. These are very fragile beings that are raising the Earth's vibration, but she is with them, protecting them, but also sending out energies through Agartha into the Earth, into the human collective energies. They also say around September time you'll see most of the effects. Right now, humans they're not exactly accepting it, but it is coming through. These are humanoid beings, but very glass-like. There's several of them. Blessings.
Okay, interesting. Next up, Omran, I have his questions. What's my soul connection with Lady Venus?
I see that as a grandmother, a mentor. I also see many female energies around that also as for relationships, close, intimate relationships. So there's many helping you change, at least in this part of the galaxy, to help you adapt to this galaxy. I believe Venus was one of your first incarnations in this galaxy to help you get used to the humanoid incarnations. But also you wanted to download a lot of philosophy energies, as you are aware. Blessings.
Okay. His second question: what have I recently done in astral for Omran?
Clearing a lot of lower vibrations around your sun. A lot of your energy, Anunnaki has been involved with. Anu is there also causing a lot of ruckus. But only because he's having a lot of growing up issues, as you are aware. And you're almost like a grandfather to him in many ways, because you've grown up a lot faster than he has. Even after all this power, he still has not fully grown up. But around the sun, I see most of your energies. Of course, you're in other places, but your guys want you to know about your sun connections at this time. It's just there's a lot of blockages around the sun at this time that you are assisting with clearing. And I imagine you can connect more with that. Blessings.
Okay, next up is Kimberly.
Hello, is this Nathaniel?
Yes.
Hello, Nathaniel. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you.
Good. I was wondering if there are any messages for me at this time.
I just see a lot of unicorn energies you are connecting to, helping you open up your abilities. But also thinking of new places to live, they're saying. Maybe in your future time, maybe not now, but in the long-term future, I see you planning on other places to live. Nothing concrete, just thoughts, and they are assisting. Unicorn energy is very strong with you at this time. Clearing your vibrations, connecting you to the earth. That's the message at this time.
Okay, thank you. My second question is for my daughter, Evelyn. She would like to know if she has any messages at this time.
Yes, it seems like her spirit guides have been trying to connect with her. I believe they have been not fully communicating, but it seems like her connection with them is increasing, from what I'm seeing at least.
Mm-hmm.
And they are, well, they say use the golden light to connect to them. You can always see golden light and then see them walk through it. That way she gets a better perception of them.
Okay.
They're also showing one that has a horn coming out of his head, but not for negativity, but also for clearing out negativity. Very, very Greek-like guide from what I am seeing. It's like a centaur connected to a horse, but not necessarily. It's very like a Greek god energy, but not necessarily with the horse energy, but very much from that era.
Okay. Very good. Thank you very much.
Cedric is the name I'm getting from that.
Okay. Thank you.
Blessings.
Okay, next up is Colin. About a week and a half ago, I was asking for guidance, and a little orange mosquito-looking bug landed on my arm. I think this bug has been around before. I swatted it away before realizing it may have been a message. What is the being trying to communicate?
That your guides are with you. No one has abandoned you. Sometimes you feel like you've been abandoned. But also that, basically this one has your back. But also you're becoming more caring to nature as you see. More caring to nature, more open to nature will open up yourself to what is going on also. So the more you're letting down your walls also. The third density point of view. That was probably the main message of all of that. You are changing. Blessings.
Okay, Colin, second question. This week has been intense. Do you have any messages for me about this week?
A lot of it has to do with you shaking off old vibrations. It's intense for a reason. I believe next week will be a lot more cool down. But right now, it's here for many learning processes that you have to go through, that you ask to go through. It's like ruffle me up a little bit. I need to see things more clearly, but also do see you opening up more spiritually in the next week and the next couple of weeks. So a lot of this is a lesson. It's like I'm trying to avoid those intenseness. How can I do that? So you're learning how to control your reality, from what I am seeing at least, so you can avoid those situations. Blessings.
Okay. Right. So next up we have Kingsley. Do you have any messages for him?
Yes, he is connecting to many Nordics at this time, while also seeing the circus around him, as he has been doing many tricks. And he's doing all this in astral at this time. The circus being, he's also flying, he's doing many things. He is entertaining, but also educating. So with this, I don't believe he's fully aware of that. He's going to different realities at this time, showing his abilities, and also showing what his Earth lives will look like. His current Earth lives will look like. He is showing visualizations of what he is working on. That is the message at this time.
Okay, so second question, who is the strongest around him?
At this time, I see Archangel Michael is the strongest. That's the strongest presence. They have gotten along quite well recently, from what I see.
Okay. Thank you. Next up, we have Liz. What is my connection with the tall whites?
Yes, they are connected to the secret space programs. And you've also had incarnations before this current one that you were actually a tall white connecting to humans and a secret space program that your humans have no idea about. That does go beyond your history that they are thinking is just something new that came out of nowhere. It's been going on for some time. Depending on what dimension you connect to, but yes, you have actually been a tall white here on this planet bringing assistance. And at this time you're bringing, it's part of the secret space program, but also part of, yes, clearing the political situation, but mostly the secret space program energy at this time. There's a lot of tension there. It's another reason why your vibration hasn't exactly been as you would like it, because a lot of reptilians are trying to, they disagree with what you were doing. So they're making his life as difficult as possible. It's like, we can't interfere with you here, but they can interfere with your human incarnation. But you're well aware of that, though. Well, now you are. Blessings.
Okay, her second question, is there any updates from Ashtar Command?
At this time, yes, it is a quiet period, but also quite intense. There's actually a lot going on in the Bermuda Triangle right now. As for Vortex is opening, much alien activities going on. Russia is a hot spot at this time. There is a galactic war in your oceans at this time, but also because the Russian energies of taking over America is getting quite intense. Most likely it will not happen, but many aliens are fearing the worst at this time because the Russian vibrations, they are even seeing timelines where Russia is now America. That will not happen, but many are seeing it because many beings are trying to make sure that, you know, America is taken over, basically. But that will not happen, but it is still quite intense at this time. So just continue on. You are continuing on, so it will be fine. But yes, it is getting quite intense in many different levels. Blessings.
Okay, next up is Pete, and his first question. Recently, I feel that my timeline is a bit fractured. For some reason, I'm sensing an attack from negativity and events. Is this a test? And may I ask for a timeline healing so that I may continue on my path?
Yes, we will give you assistance, but yes, it is a test. But also your guides are saying, you're going to find this very strange, but they're showing, visualize the timeline, the life that you're looking for, and it's so show it in a blue color. the things that you want, the things that you, the life you want to live, the house you want to live, the people you want to know. This helps you manifest out of this situation. They also show in a blue tent. It's a healing tent, basically. It's a healing energy, basically. So, see how that goes with you. You'd be surprised. You can use different colors to say blue is the strongest right now. Blessings.
Okay. Pete's second question. I feel that my heart is hurting, and when I connect to my heart, I see a vision of my heart in light body with many eyes. Any messages on this?
Well, only thing I'm seeing with that is many broken hearts. So that many eyes is the many situations you've been in the past that have not been released. Relationships with the opposite gender, female vibrations, you've had incarnations with that let you down, that's brought your energy down. So you're still going through a clearing of that. So that is where you send the light. I imagine if you go into that, you will see it. Blessings.
Okay, next up is Emmy. I have her questions. Do you have any guidance for my self-love life and outside love life? It's a bit confusing.
Well, the message there is just to concentrate on yourself, not worry about your love life. Concentrate on yourself, love yourself, and it will happen when it needs to. Right now, your body's your energy is rejecting a lot of humans right now. You say it's not important, but you will find the right one, but I don't believe in the area that you are in at this time. That's the message.
Okay, and second, any messages from anyone?
Yes, there's a Cupid energy around you. So Cupid is flying around you, so just go with the flow, basically. Not to rush into anything either. But most likely you will meet somebody, but not in the place that you were in. It does seem like your travel to another destination, most of them more positive and more real. I believe you already know that, though. So you're getting indications of things on the way. Blessings.
Okay, that's all the questions for the night. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Blessings to you all. Believe in yourself, of course. Easier said than done, as I see. Blessings. Good day. Thank you. All right. Anybody have a blessing at all? If not, tune out. Anything going once, going twice. Okay. All right. Good night, everyone, and see you next week.